Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Force Feed. In today's gaming news, a Darksiders II in-engine trailer shows death in action, Conundrum DLC announced, The Walking Dead comes to iOS, and Mist of Pandaria gets a release date. What is up gamers, welcome back to the show. I think I've been playing too much Magic the Gathering lately. The other day my girlfriend was having a serious discussion with me about how she wished we had more than one life. I said, 1 life? I start the game with 20 life. And then she told me I had no life. I guess I lose. On to the news. First up today we've got an in-engine trailer for Darksiders II, giving us a good idea of what we can expect visually from the game. This 2-minute trailer titled Death Comes for All uses exclusively in-engine footage. The sequel picks up where the first game left off in the eternal struggle between heaven and hell, this time featuring the second of the four horsemen, Death. Darksiders 2 is coming to the 360, PS3, and PC on August 14th. I am really looking forward to this game. Darksiders 1 was great. If you haven't played it before, think Zelda meets God of War. It's got puzzle solving and dungeons and giant boss battles, and also God of War style combat. The game's a blast. I would check out the first one if you haven't yet. Next up, we've got some Conundrum news. The game will be getting 2 new puzzle packs titled The Desmond Debacle and IKE-aramba later this summer. The Desmond Debacle comes to Steam on July 31st and has us powering up the interdimensional shift device for a brand new adventure deep in an unexplored wing of the Quadrangle Manor. IKE-aramba arrives on August 28th and asks us to rescue Ike and leap seemingly endless chasms while traveling through another newly discovered wing. Both DLC packs come to console roughly 2 weeks after their PC release. It's good to see that they'll be releasing some DLC for this game, as the original game itself was a little bit short, but for $15 I guess you really can't complain. Moving on to some mobile gaming news, The Walking Dead from Telltale Games is coming to iOS this week. The first episode of Telltale Games' The Walking Dead is coming to iOS platforms this Thursday. Of the port, Telltale said, "We've spent a great deal of time carefully integrating our new interface design to create an even more intuitive experience with the touchscreen as you explore a world ravaged by the undead. Episode 1, A New Day, will be available on the Apple App Store for $4.99. I highly recommend this series to absolutely anyone. Telltale Games did an amazing job of creating an atmospheric and engaging game in The Walking Dead. The series has been phenomenal so far, although I don't know how well it's going to work on a mobile device, specifically a phone. I can't imagine it being that engaging, but I guess if you hold it close to your face and wear some headphones, you'll be all set. Last up in news today is Blizzard's announcement of the Mist of Pandaria release date. The 4th World of Warcraft expansion, Mist of Pandaria, goes live worldwide on September 25th for $39.99. The game will focus on the war between the Horde and Alliance and lacks a main villain as a result. Mist of Pandaria also adds a new race, the Pandaren, along with a new class, the Monk. Who else plans to go back to WoW? Or are you all done? I spent 5 solid years in the World of Warcraft and I enjoyed a vast majority of it. Most likely I'll go back to Mist of Pandaria and play it to level cap just like I did with Kata, but once I get to endgame, that's it. Same old boring grind, and I'm not interested. And this will lead me into today's question of the day. Do you plan to go back to World of Warcraft for Mist of Pandaria, or have your days in Azeroth come to an end? Alright gamers, that'll do it for today's episode of the Force Feed. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and favorite this video and tune in tomorrow for another episode. Once again, this has been Force, and you've just been force fed. Oh nice, The Walking Dead's available on my iPhone. Well, check this out. Alright, let's see here. So I walk around. What's behind this corner here? What the shit?